Hello! Let's talk about the signs that the universe wants you to be with someone. If you have a very busy lifestyle and you're always in your head calculating, analyzing, setting goals and achieving them, probably you're not in touch with your intuition and your gut feeling. Your intuition and your gut feeling are your guardian angels trying to talk to you. So in this video, I want to tell you the signs that the universe is showing you. That means you have to be in relationship with someone. Disclaimer, you cannot know the purpose of that relationship before you enter it, okay? So the signs tell you that there is a contract, but that can be a karmic contract, okay? I don't know. So let's dive into the signs. Repeating numbers and your gut feeling. When you see repeating numbers like 111, 555, 111 shows that there are new beginnings, and 555 means there is big change coming in your life. So you gotta pay attention to the thought that you have at the moment that you see the repeating number, okay? For example, you're just thinking about something, maybe you're thinking about starting a job, then suddenly you see 111. This means that you have to start that job that you were thinking about. So if you were thinking about a relationship and you see 111555, it means that there is a change in the relationships coming, or there's a new relationship. And your gut feeling. If you are a generator or a manifesting generator, according to your human design, you have a very strong gut feeling coming from your sacral chakra that when you think about something, it tells you or You gotta always listen to that. If that person keeps popping up in your dreams, okay? When you are dreaming, your soul is free to travel anywhere it wants, okay? Because the soul is not a he or she, it's an energy of masculine and feminine energies. So it is free to travel wherever and whenever he wants, okay? So it can go to other dimensions, go to the future, go to the past. There is no time for the soul, okay? So time is not defined for the soul. It can just go whenever in time it wants. Maybe your soul is in contact with the soul of that person that you see in your dreams, and that's why when you see that person, they seem so familiar to you, okay? It's because maybe in the 5D you are in a relationship, maybe it's your twin flame, maybe it is your divine counterpart, or maybe in the 5D you had the contract to meet each other on earth and have a relationship, and in that relationship maybe you clear some karma, maybe teach each other some karmic lessons, okay? That's why that person is very familiar to you. It's like you have known them for ages, okay? When you see that person, if you have butterflies in your stomach, or if you have increase in your heartbeat, many people interpret that as a sign of loving the other person, okay? But it is not true love. It is actually stress, because your body is warning you about that person. Maybe when you were a child, you had a traumatic incident, or you had maybe narcissistic parents abusing you, and your body, because your body is very conscious, it can understand the danger and the frequency of that person. Maybe the frequency is the same as your narcissistic parent. So your body is telling you, I don't feel safe here, okay? For example, I was in a narcissistic relationship with a narcissist for 3 years, and now whenever I see narcissistic people, I have increase in my heartbeat and my skin reacts to narcissists, okay, with acne, rashes. But true love is when, for example, you can imagine water, you are made of water, or actually we are made of water, okay? 70% of our body is made of water. But maybe you have a lake in your chest area. The lake is calm, there is no wave, no moving in that lake. This is the purest sign of love and peace, because love is peaceful. okay? Maybe you do some activities together that are interesting, that are adventurous, that increases your heartbeat, but the presence of that person is never increasing your heartbeat, okay? So don't mistake stress for love. It is your trauma. It is your body warning you that there is another traumatic incident in that road. So you just gotta go in another direction. The relationship comes when you least expect it, because actually the best things in life come when you don't expect them, because when you expect something, when you want something to happen, you are controlling the universe, okay? Your frequency is the frequency of lack. I don't have that thing, please give it to me, okay? And when you when you vibrate on lack, you get more lack. When you don't want it, you're not controlling the circumstances, you just leave it to the universe. You're living your life, setting goals, achieving them. You are not obsessed with having a relationship, but you don't repel it. You're just completely neutral and you surrender. When you surrender, there's a space and you were controlling, so you fill the space with your controlling energy. When you withdraw and you sit back, there is an empty space, and the universe doesn't accept empty spaces. So the universe fills the space with miracles, okay? When you are with that person and you start seeing deja vu, okay? So maybe you see deja vu on a regular basis, once a month, twice a month, but it is getting more, okay? And it is being more recurrent in your reality. The deja vus tell you that you are on the right path of your life, because when you come on the earth, your soul saw the life that it was going to dive into. And when you have deja vu, it's a sign that where you are is the same as what your soul saw. And when you have a deja vu, when you're around someone, it means that you are at the right place and at the right time. Now let's talk about some tips before accepting a relationship. Self-love, okay? If there is a lack, if there is an empty space inside of you, no one can fill that space for you. So don't go to relationships based off of your lack of love, your lack of self-acceptance, self-confidence, reliance, okay? Self-esteem. You gotta work on that. And you gotta work on your inner masculine and inner feminine energy. However, your inner masculine energy behaves with your inner feminine energy is the way that other masculines behave toward you or act toward you, okay? So your outer masculines are only a representative or a reflection of your inner masculine. And your outer feminines are reflections or representatives of your inner feminine, because the world is your mirror. Maybe you get stuck in the illusion that if I lower my standards, the chance of getting into a relationship for me is higher, okay? That's true, okay? Because if you lower your standards, then the range of people that fall into the standard are higher, okay? That's simple mathematics, right? But our goal is not to just be in a relationship. Our goal is to be happy in the relationship, right? Or our goal is, for example, I have a basic lifestyle for myself, okay? And my degree of happiness in life, for example, is 60 or 70, okay? That's acceptable. The person that comes to my life should improve my life, right? If I can maintain a happiness of 70, then I don't need someone who, when it comes to my life, decreases my happiness to 40, for example, right? So don't lower your standards Actually, you gotta have a list of the things that you need and the red flags, the deal breakers in a relationship, okay? Let's say, for example, you meet someone and you feel an instant connection with them. And your body, your mind, your soul, everything is just telling you to accept that person, right? But when you look at your list, you see that there are some red flags, there are some needs you have that the other person can't meet. You gotta trust the list, okay? Because it is really probable that the things that are persuading you to be in a relationship with that person are your traumas, okay? And you don't know that you are choosing the person based on your traumas. Maybe you think that you are mature and you know what you're doing, but most of the time it's not, okay? So stick to the facts. Know that if you love someone, it doesn't mean that you have to stay and tolerate disrespect, okay? Anything that you label as toleration should be out of your life, because you gotta have unconditional love toward everyone, first towards yourself. So whenever you feel that you are tolerating something, just know that you are not loving yourself, at least in that area. I hope this video was helpful. Please click on the video on the screen.